Welcome back to It's Okay Garage. Today we are going to be working on a 2013 Subaru Outback, and we're going to disassemble the motor. To tear down this FB25, go ahead and drain the oil. Then you're going to remove the intake manifold. You got 4 tins on each side of the intake manifold, plus 2 on this shield on both sides, the fuel rail shields. Undo all the plugs and hoses that go to the intake manifold. So you got this hose here, you got this hose here, and then you got these 2 tins back here to undo for that EGR valve. Now you got the intake manifold off. We're gonna turn it over and do the 6/14s for the header. Make sure you undo these 2 O2 sensors. Now you got the headers taken off. We're gonna move on to taking this motor mount off. You got a couple 14s here, so we're gonna pull that bad boy off. Then we're gonna move on to pulling this pulley off, so we have room to take the timing cover off so we can get to the timing chain. Okay, now I got the pulleys taken off and the motor mount taken off. We're gonna move to taking the wiring harness off. You gotta undo all the plugs, and then you got 2 tins, one right here, one right here, and then you got a couple grounds back here. Make sure you undo all those plugs, and that'll pull right off. Then we're gonna pull this dipstick off. Got all those bolts taken off all the way around, and there is 34 bolts. Now we're gonna take some sort of pry bar or screwdriver, go into there, and probably right here, kind of give it a pry to pop the case. Okay, once you get that timing cover off, we put the block in time. So you wanna take this one off the main crank. You want the woodruff key right here, pointing down. And then on the 2 cams, you want the arrow and this arrow pointing each other. Same with the other side. Arrow, arrow, pointing towards each other, and the woodruff key pointing down to be on time. Next step is we're gonna pull that timing off. Okay, to get those timing chains off, needed 5mm for these Allen heads to get them off over there and there. We're gonna move over to doing the valve covers. 10s around here. We're gonna do the valve cover first. 8 altogether. Okay, now you got the valve cover off. We're gonna take these 12s off here, 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 and there on the outsides. We might try to leave these ones on to see if we can just pull the cams off in one unit. Okay, on the passenger side head, you're gonna need to undo these 2 tins for this EGR. So what we're gonna do is break all these head bolts loose, take them all the way off, kind of star pattern undone so you don't bend your head. Warp your head, I mean. And then we're gonna put the cams all back into place so we don't mess up these rocker arm setups. Okay, like I said, we need to pull this hose off here. We're just gonna take over the whole crossover pipe. So you got couple tins here, and then you got these 3 here as well. When you pull the head off, this head had a cracked valve. This is what it looks like with all the burning. Kind of touch there to kind of see what it was, if it was bad or not in the piston. So we're gonna clean it all up. This is what the head looks like with that cracked valve. You can see it's pretty bad there on cylinder 3. Also on the cylinder 1 right here, it's got a mushroom there as well, but obviously not as bad as that. Okay, got both the heads taken off. That's what the driver's head valves look like. Sent off to a machine shop. That's how you disassemble the FB25. If you want to go any further, you can take off this water pump with some 10s around it. Do the oil pan with some 10s. Other than that, you can kind of keep it as this to do the heads. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next week.